Okay, this will be a tutorial for those who are looking to tweak a material preset for the universal blue or orange V6.60 machines. So I'm just going to use this little test on our artboard here, but I recommend applying this to your own project that you have open in front of you. So I'm going to open up our print setup window as usual. And then I'm going to load a random material preset here just to test on. So we'll go with this acrylic 1/8 inch. All right. So first thing to cover is selecting and deselecting. So anytime you select one of these color profiles over here, you have to click it again to deselect it. If you click multiple things and then adjust the setting and press set, it'll apply those settings that you create to everything that's selected. So make sure you're always deselecting once you're done with setting up with one color setting. So I'm going to deselect these other ones. The next thing to go over is the mode. So if you're ever having issues running, let's say your engrave setting here, because this is a common thing that happens, you want to make sure your mode is set to the right parameter. So if you want to skip over a setting, it'll be set to skip. But if you want to, let's say, run your engrave setting, you need to change it to rast. So over here on the right-hand side, you see mode. I'm going to open up the little drop-down, go to rast. And then I'm going to press set to apply that setting. Now for the vector processes, you want to set them to vect. On the Trotec, it's called something different, but this applies to just the universal machines. So I'm going to go back to our engrave layer here, and I'm going to set up some power and speed settings. So if you're ever missing settings like this, make sure to check in with a proctor or the specialist to suggest a new set of settings. A good place to start for a lot of engravings is 80 power, 70% power, 80 speed, and then 300 PPI. Now that the PPI can change for different types of material, but this is a good place to start. And then I'm going to press set and apply to have those settings be applied to this profile. Let's say that on any one of these, something wasn't cutting through or marking the way that I intended to. I'm not going to adjust our speed. I'm always going to start with our power. And I'm only going to adjust it by increments of 5 to 10. So let's say that I want to increase my the power of my engrave setting here. I'm going to go have it selected. I'm going to go to power and then change it by an increment of 5. Or you can also click these plus and minus buttons here to increase or decrease your power setting. Now remember, once you change something, you have to press set and then apply for it to take. Try not to save over any profiles unless instructed to by this lab specialist, or unless you're creating a completely new profile because the material doesn't exist. Other than that, you'll never have to adjust the PPI settings on here. Those should be already set and good to go. If you have any concern about them, just check in with a proctor or a specialist and they can advise. As you can see here, there isn't a pass parameter like on the Trotec or the Thunder. So remember, you'll have to send jobs manually multiple times if that's something that you're looking to do. And then once you're done with your settings here, just press OK, and then it'll take you back to your previous windows, which you should already be familiar with.